Hello there, I'm Charlie and it's Tuesday. First things first, thought I'd get out of the way, I'm not wearing a hat. Oh my god. I got a haircut, I don't think I look like as much of a douchebag, and so I'm not covering it up anymore. Moving on. This week we're reviewing books, and so I thought I'd review the only book that I've really read recently, which is pretty bad, I really should read more, but it's The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Biddle. I don't know if anyone has read this, I don't think it's not really that much of a popular book as the original story. It's based on the story of Alice in Wonderland, but it's not really a spin-off. It's like Frank Biddle thought that the original story was a bit girly, a bit fairy tale-y, which it is, to be fair. So he wrote it in a different light. The plot of the story is, I don't know if you know the original plot of Alice in Wonderland, but she's not actually in Wonderland yet. The plot of this story is, she's like saying, this is the truth. And so Alice Liddell isn't actually Alice Liddell in this, she's called Elise Hart, so it's Layss, and she's the daughter of the Queen and King of Hearts in Wonderland. She's got an aunt called Aunt Red, and she's really bad, and got a cat henchman that can shapeshift and stuff, but I'll get on to that later. The aunt has like a plot to overthrow so she can become Queen of all Wonderland, which is what Elise's mum is. She tries to kill everyone. Well, she does. She succeeds in killing Elise's mum and dad, but she manages to get away and she runs through the Pool of Tears, I think, which sends her into Victoria, London. From here, she tells her story to this guy, and the guy publishes the story, and they think it's all a fairy tale. They don't believe her story of Wonderland and stuff, and she's adopted by the Liddell family, which is in the original story. That's why she's called Alice Liddell to start with. So she kind of changed her name. You know the original story, there's the Mad Hatter, and in this story he's called Hatter Madigan. He came through the Pool of Tears as well with Alice, but he ended up in a different country, and he's been trying to spend years trying to get back to her so he can go back to Wonderland and get Aunt Red back. After a while, Alice is she doesn't believe about Wonderland anymore. She just wants to get on with her a normal life in Victoria, London. But the Hatter Madigan finally gets back to her just as she's about to get married, and then they go back through the Pool of Tears back into Wonderland. So when they're back in Wonderland, they go back and they foil Red's plot. I won't spoil too much of it, but basically, they kind of, the good guys win kind of thing. I think it's a trilogy. I'm not entirely sure, but if it's a trilogy, I'm going to look for the other two books, because this is it's a great book. But basically, there's the Cheshire Cat in the first one is reimagined as the cat I mentioned earlier, and it literally has got 9 lives, so it's hard to die pretty much. And, there's a lot of blood, violence and murder. If you didn't like the original Alice in Wonderland story, then you'd most probably like this one, because it's a more adulty version of it. It's not really fairy tale-y. It's out of 10, if we're going to compare this to other books. Harry Potter is a well-written book, all of them. That's 9.5 out of 10. I'd give this 7.5, probably 8. It is an awesome book. I recommend you getting it, because it's such a good way to tell the Alice in Wonderland story, and I think it's I think you'd like it most probably, so go out and find it. Going through and editing that review thing you just saw, can you call it a review? I just realised that you probably won't know what the hell I'm going on about if you haven't read the original Alice in Wonderland story, so I apologise for that. I still don't fully understand all of this book. Usually it takes me 2 or 3 times reading a book through to fully understand everything about it. I don't know if that's just me or if other people are like that. Maybe I'm something wrong with me or something. But yeah, I probably will read it again. But as I said, it's good. As far as I know, Steph didn't upload a video yesterday. So punishments. I want to do harsh ones. I don't like being harsh. I was thinking maybe a whole video with an English accent. Don't think that's too hard, and it would be amusing to see at the same time. Or I'm going to go with what I said last time, but it didn't actually count because she uploaded a video and stuff. The 30 press-ups in a row, because again, I don't think that's too hard or harsh, and again amusing to watch most probably. So I can't really think of any other punishments. I do apologise, but see you tomorrow, Alan.